Hey there folks, this is Garrett with Command Z back again with another handful of exercises for you. Today's exercises are called collectively the shoulder suite. And what you can do with these is use any of them individually whenever you feel tension in your shoulders, but you can also set up 1.5 hour a week and just work on all of them, for 4 or 5 minutes a piece, whatever amount of time you have to put into it. So the first of the exercises is just the same almost as the pulling the shoulders up and holding, but instead what we're going to do is pull the shoulders up on the inhale and thrust them down on the exhale. That's exercise number 1. So we pull them up, and then thrust them down and say Again, pull them up on the inhale. And you can do that for 4 or 5 minutes or 2 or 3 minutes, whatever works for you. Now the next exercise is similar but a little bit different, and you'll feel why. So for this exercise I'm going to be pulling the shoulders up and thrusting them down rhythmically while I continue to breathe in and out. So So as you notice, I keep on doing it while I'm inhaling, and then also I say each time I do the thrust up or down on the exhale. And you can continue that one again, 2 to 5 minutes, whatever amount of time you want. Now the next one is called a chronic position, and this will be exercise number 3 of the shoulder suite. And this one is just rolling the shoulders forward. So rolling the shoulders forward and accentuating what you would normally be doing in front of a computer or texting on the phone, any kind of hand work in front of you. We'll hold this one only for about 30 seconds to a minute. Again, if you have any pain, don't do the exercise. Try a different one. So hold them forward, and when you're ready to let go, you take a full breath in. Say and let them relax. And I should also mention, between each of these exercises, you'll want to just take 2 or 3 breaths to close your eyes, sense and feel what's going on, and then move to the next exercise. Alright, the 4th exercise in this group is to pull your shoulders back behind you, like you're trying to touch your shoulder blades together. And with all these, you keep on breathing during the exercise. So I'm pulling my shoulders back. And now I notice mine were pulled up a little bit too. I'm going to let them flop down and just pull them back as tightly as I can. I'm going to hold this one for about 30 seconds to a minute. All the while, continue breathing. Full breath in, let them relax with an sound, and then just take a couple breaths, sense and feel what's going on. We'll move to the 5th exercise, which is reaching straight out in front of you. And you want to feel the reach all the way through your fingertips, up into your wrists, your thumbs, forearms, elbows, shoulders, everything. And just reach and reach and reach as tightly and as strongly as you can. Reaching and reaching. And do this one for about 30 seconds to a minute. When you're finished, take a full breath in. And just let the arms flop down. Now the 6th exercise in this bunch is to reach out your shoulders in opposing angles. So you're going to go so you reach just on the sounds. You can get about 3 ahs on the exhale, whatever works. can continue those for a minute or up to 5 minutes, whatever you like. Now the 7th exercise, I'm going to kneel down on the floor and then punch this futon. You'll want to use a bed or a stack of fluffy pillows, whatever will take some of the brunt of the punching. So I'm going to kneel down like this, and then on the inhale I'm going to bring my arms up and back, and on the exhale I'm going to say ah louder and then punch them down, so that'll look like this. Ah! 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 And you can do that one 10 or 15 times. If you're feeling particularly aggressive, keep going with it until you feel like you got some of that energy out. Again, a couple deep breaths, relax, and then move to the next exercise. Alright folks, this is Garrett with Command Z, back for one more exercise in the shoulder suite, which is just punching. First I'm going to show you how to do it like most people do it, which will still give you the benefit of the shoulder release, and then I'm going to give you a few tips for making your punches stronger, more powerful, and more related to self-defense, which would be a real-world application of this stuff. So first, stand like most people do, feet parallel, arms up in front of you, and then ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. So that's how you do it. Just stand and punch and say ah with each punch throughout an entire exhale. Take a little break, inhale, and do it again. Now to get a lot more power and force into it, you move one of your feet back a little bit, one of your feet forward just a little bit. Put a bend in your knees, tuck your pelvis forward, bring your arms up in front of your shoulders like this, and then you're going to push with your hips and your legs to get some spin in your body, and then the force will come out, your fist. And then you whip it back, which is where most of the force comes from, is that pushing on the leg and then whipping it back, just like with a whip. And it snaps and then hits. So it's like this. Ah, 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 ah. Other things you can remember is when you punch to tuck your face into your shoulder like that, in case the blow's coming in that way. Remember to keep your feet flat and your toes at least pushing into the ground. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, 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 ah. You want to make sure you're feeling solid and stable in your position. And just say ah with each punch. Looks like this from the side. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. And that's about it. So that's exercise number 8 of the shoulder suite. Like I said, put all these together into a 15-minute or half-hour experiment each week, and then just notice how it changes and relaxes your shoulders over time. All right, we'll be seeing you again tomorrow for one more email in the series. Take care. Enjoy.